Welcome everyone to another Raid Shadow Legends video. I am DM recording from down under. I hope everyone is enjoying the lead up to Christmas. I am following up today with day 4 of the Grim Forest. Yesterday, in the middle of the video, a little bit of chaos in the background, got a little bit distracted. So this time today, I think we're all good. We're ready to go. Now I will start. I just need to get some summons out of the way, and I've got this summon pool. What's the magic going to be? It is a husk. Great champion, not what we are looking for. We do have the 2x. I'm not going for it, but I am using the ancients for the daily quest. So summon 3, might as well do it on the 2 times. Have not had much luck so far, just getting a whole bunch of rares, which is what you expect. But there's an epic. Bushi, not really a useful champion at all. I think back in the day you could do a little bit of a cheese and that with the unkillable and all that, but honestly these days I don't think anyone is looking for him. Don't need to buy any more either. So we are Grim Forest, day 4. We're going to squeeze it in before the reset. We have 30 energy. We're going to get this extra redraw. Now, I can't see the redraws here, but we'll see in a moment. Just wanted to make sure it was definitely daily. Oh, this is a red ambush. Is that different? All right, what do we got? We have kind of like Noel. Got a little bit of damage as well. Yeah, and there's the 4. So that's definitely daily by the looks, which is good. And I believe you can pick your teams before the reset happens for like ones that you've unlocked but not done, and then use your redraws on them. So some interesting strategies. We will grab the usual suspects, and we'll just keep it simple. Reviver, support, damage. Now, Leo does finally have Helm Smasher, so he's getting a bit more usable. He was doing fine before, but, you know, just not optimized. All right, let's see. I don't know if red means any different. I could just be imagining. That's going down pretty easy. Marius, no issue. But in saying that, I think the normal ones, they probably would have died in one hit, so maybe it is a little bit harder, but not hard. Double revive on death. And the cleanse, I think, as well she brings. So that's pretty tanky. Ah, Friezo. Lady Noel, keeping us going. Lady Noel, I've been playing around a bit more with the Sir Nick update, and that's been pretty decent. That counter attack with the 100% freeze, that's really, really good. All right. Only chance I have is Opardon really healing up everyone and giving that turn meter boost, but they're not going to have it. I got the block damage, though, on these guys. Does not matter. None of it matters. All right, let's keep exploring. We're over here in the red. Get this chest. Got some more. Ooh, there's the 5 mythic ones. Interesting. Yeah, we're in red over here. I don't know if I should be worried. Oh. All right. Let's keep going. I'll try and get a level, and then I had one of the bosses unlocked that I might go back for. Uh-oh. We were fine a second ago. I do find on PC, my PC just seems to not like raid. Retry. It's just weird. Like, the internet holds up perfectly fine, so I don't know why it has this bonus on Calvalax. Damage. Yeah, I've got damage, and yeah, she's kind of a reviver. Then again, haven't really needed it anyway, so let's put her in just in case. Definitely want Toshiro. Androck will keep them alive, and then we can go Teox, and I really like Ethlin. I haven't really invested in my Ethelyn. Really pushed me with High Elves in Faction Wars. I did normal. I mean, I scraped through normal. It was fine. It was consistent, but it really wasn't that great. And then when Faction Wars Hard came out, I just didn't have the damage. And Ethelyn pretty much single-handedly took me through the first 7 stages without any effort. On the freeze there, doesn't want to show off. Blocking out skills, that could be an issue. All right, so these are starting to get a bit harder. All right. This is where like having Raka would make a huge difference. Ethelyn, no. And because we're frozen over here, I might save, yeah, for Teox. Now on the bright side, Godseeker is surviving. All right, let's clear out. Didn't take any damage over here though. Boost up. We can, yeah. Oh, nope. Okay. Okay. Only the one person, so it's her done. Oh, stun over here. If I can keep just Tormund sitting around while I regather my team, I think we could be okay. Toshiro really not wanting him to stick around though. Oh, sometimes too much damage is not a good thing. All right, so we need to probably take out Ugo first. Yeah, that's good. That's good. All right, we're okay. We're okay. All right, so when it gets to red, then those waves start becoming a bit more of a challenge. That's interesting. Because definitely in the previous videos, I really struggled. I didn't even get a chance to talk about any of the champions being involved because it was just one-shot the wave and we were done. So that's quite interesting. So it means we probably don't need to be over this area. We'll have a look around. All right, we've got a chest here. Take that. Just a small... All right, and then a rank up. All right. Now this was the decreased ones. The hard thing about that one we talked about the other day was that essentially you're bringing champions to do these kind of things. So we're at 19. This is the bad area? No, this is just looping back. Okay. Not so bad. All right, this is probably not the strongest one. Let's have a draw. Raka's there. Toshiro, yeah, we're good. Toshiro with the bonus ones. All right, that's why that's important. We have Sora, there she is. Now, no dog again. Where is he? Shrike dog combo not working for me at all. We'll take Mikage. We'll take a bit of control, and then Leo's pretty survivable. Or do we take Demetha? Nah, we'll just go damage. We can always try it again. Demetha could be good for the block damage and a bit of healing, but we'll see. I think I can just probably power through. Yeah, I think they'll still be strong enough to make them a problem. All right, let's take out a miscreated monster just because he's probably tankier. And shields up. Let's just auto, see what they do. Ah, no. I think we're back in a slightly easier spot now. This unkillable. We need to A1 until that's down. I can try removing it or that, but you're better off just getting your abilities back while you wait for that. And then you're ready for the next round. Ugo, Maneater, so tanky Ogryn team again. I'm pretty sure we've seen this combination before. I wonder how much they reuse the same teams. Maneater taking his time. Slow that down. Nope, too slow. All right. Let's actually manual this for a second. If I switch forms, because the ally attack is now on cooldown, which is what happens when you don't manage. Let's get the stuns out. Mikage is so good because she's flexible. The second form is great for PvP, but just wave control in general. We'll lock him out of skills as well while we're here. Skorrid not taking any debuffs. Nothing to remove, so we will just... Everyone's still asleep. Not really any damage from that either. Can he be decreased? No. Alright. Stick with this. We've got the fears up still. No buffs. Let's see if we can sleep. Here. We can decrease over there. Damage and healing. Damage. Little chunks. Alright, this is going to wake him up, but let's go. Wakes up just to die. Poor guy. Alright, I feel like we're probably back in the auto territory. Duchess is going to go down. Actually, I do want to make sure she goes down first. There we go. All right, now it's auto territory. Not too bad again. Just waiting. Damage will come in a second. There we go. Easy. Just a whole bunch of brews, really. All right. So on the map, up there's our level. Ooh, legendary, finally. Ignore defense speed. Yeah, that is amazing, actually. All right. Let's get this chest while we're here. Ooh, it's a mimic. We've had enough experiences with mimics recently. We might pivot to over here. All right, now I need HP burn and block. Yeah, right, we're okay. We're okay. Who do I want to do? Padre could be good. Definitely Raka, Tashira, and Gizmak. Now we can do a pardon for an extra block debuffs. Is Padraig worth it? Ooh, yeah. All right, let's go. Let's see what we can do. First time fighting him. My understanding is HP burn stops the reflect damage, and Gizmak gets that out quite quickly. And then block debuffs to... don't want to do that right now. Does this... Increases firstly. Okay, yeah, perfect. All right, Raka is holding in there. That early freeze, huge. We're done already. All right, maybe we are still a bit too weak for this guy. Got the right champions for him. That's not the issue at all. The only other thing was... Oh, sorry, I'm going all the way out. We have... Right. Keep that. Actually, for a boss, it was... It's poison and HP burns, though. Nope. All right, so we're not ready for him. That's our first time kind of getting stopped. So what direction do we have? Nishak is a worry still. Stronger versions over here. We can go up this way. Oh, I'm not a Commodus. No, thank you. This doesn't unlock us anything. Maybe this way? Where are we? Maybe we'll go explore over this way. All right, so we have Marius. Empress is good for waves. Teox is good with Pythian to keep everyone alive. And we will go maybe a pardon. Now, Teox and Marius should clear those waves without any problem. Perfect. That's more what we're used to. Bit disappointing about that other boss. It's a speed issue because you got to get in faster than that freeze. But as we keep leveling up the champions, we'll get more speed across it. Might go back later and watch the timing of it, see how much speed we need. All right. We know we should actually be doing A1s here. Speed, not an issue at the moment. All right, A1. Whoops, survives. There we go. All right, Mortu, probably the most damage. There's Ethelyn there, actually. Oh, bye, Ethelyn. All right. Who's that? Skartosis by the looks. Let's give him a go. No healing. All right. No Rakar. That's fine. We can go... Noel. Where's Krokad? We can finally get them back in. So I've been waiting for this. I'm not really worried about revives. We'll just go Marius. Good opportunity to use yeah, Shaik and Krokad together, but again at this kind of level. It's interesting that other boss, how easy he went through our teams, but these other waves, we go through them so easy. And you could be looking at, you know, one gear set difference or that to, you know, block that freeze. You know, you can change gear around to try and get around that. All right. Through, and Skartosis and Morgaine doing the stopping heal. That's on her turn though. Otherwise, there's really nothing in this team that's worth talking about. I haven't even fully built my Skartosis. He's sitting at 50. All right. I am curious to hear about how people's experiences are going between normal and hard and the level of progression. I mean, I've got a couple of mythicals and we saw just then, you know, even one boss was able to wreck me, but 90% of the content I'm one-shotting. So I'm interested to see if other people found the same experience on normal or just depending on where your progression's up to. Is this like a universal thing or that? Right, we're doing it, but it's a bit slow. My Krokad's built to pretty much counter-attack, and Skartosis is not taking many turns. Marius, when he gets that extra turn, that's when it can really pop off. Alrighty, almost done. Let's get Empress into his other form. It's not going to matter. Nope, not going to matter. Never mind. Thought I could do a bit more damage that way. Good rewards there at least. Alright. Explore, we're down to 10. Might be able to keep this video a bit shorter today. Another boss here. Maybe we do go for another Mimic. Comes down to having... Alright, let's do the redraw. Marius and Gizmak here, though. That's how we did it before. We kind of just brute forced it. I wonder if I can do that again. Alright, because we've got Raka. So who... Go Emberus. And then maybe Androck. And now I've got the Shyak dog combination, but the Mimic's not going to be hitting enough to really bring that out. Now I do want Emberus to swap forms as well. Gizmak is fine in this form. The HP burns do a lot, so... Alright, so drop that out just because. Swap this over. We'll get all these buffs back, so it's not a big deal. Now we should get eaten in a second. Here goes Marius. Androck will keep us going fast, hopefully enough to keep the level. Emberus should get a bit more damage with his A3 as time goes on. Alright. So now they want to attack the chest. Interesting. Because I don't think I'm going to kill it before this runs out anyway. We'll just have to see if Emberus gets a bit stronger from his A3 or if it's not enough. Alright, we're back. The other thing that could happen is Marius could die and then we get revived by Raka. No. Missed it there, but that was the ability. Oh, and Gizmak's changed forms. That also isn't helping our cause. This is the ability here. Oh, I can't read it while it's... Alright, so go back to your form. Not sure why you're changing over there. Androck hasn't changed, thank God. $80K. All right. Keep this going. Extend. Here we go. So, restores the health. Each time the skill is used, increases its champion's ignore defense up to 50%. So that's what we're looking at out of that. The more ignore defense, see 200k. Hoping that's enough for the damage to balance out. So it's healing straight back up. So at the moment we're not even close on it. We'll get Marius back in a second. 40k on that. Got a feeling we're still short on damage. Keep it going. All right, Marius is back and Eden straight away. Still only 200k. Alright. We'll go back to attacking him and see if the extra damage is enough to bring that down. It'll be good having the... well, that's not so bad damage. At least we've got the HP burns going properly this time. I'm going to do this just because I don't think we need the shield at the moment. And that's less. But we should kill it this time. Actually, I wonder if crit damage was off. Alright, big hit. Still not enough. Shame block revive doesn't work on that. It's coming back too quick. All right. Let's see if we can redraw for Morrigan. Edit team. Redraw. Still nothing. All right, here we go. So we've got her, Toshiro, Marius. All right. So Marius, Toshiro. No HP burn, but Gizmak, unfortunately. The supports are a bit lacking. Wonder if we can do it without a reviver at all. Which I would then need... Do I go with the ally attack, maybe? Let's go in on the damage. So that was Marius gone, but Toshiro's here and he does pretty much the same damage. And because we've got the reduced healing, although it's almost dead now. Maybe this is just the dream team. Ah, it's changed form again. I wish there was a way to permanently disable Toshiro's A2, Form 2. He'll switch back, but it's just a waste. Wish Toshiro was the one getting eaten there. There he goes back. All right, this has been much easier. You can definitely see the difference between having certain champions. Morrigan against the Mimic is just insanely different, but you still need some high damage dealers with that. Perfect, more mythic mats as well. All right, so we got that. We've still got a few redraws left. Give me... Oh, okay. Attack speed. Need that speed for the other boss, so... Does it tell me at the moment? An extra 23 speed at the moment I'm picking up, so... Wonder what his speed actually is. I might have to do some maths. We got 8 to go. Let's have a look. We're probably going to get ambushed somewhere up here. Okay, we're just... Oh, there we go. Right, Remembering these a little bit harder because we're in the red. I mean, I'll just keep Teox alive. Does he do enough? Who goes with him? The options of Rathalos without the HP burn, or just Artak to survive. Maybe we'll just stick with Artak. My Artak hasn't been pulling the numbers that he used to. I switched him over to regeneration and he survives, but I don't know. Something feels a bit off with him. We'll see. Maybe this is a good test. But I think Teox is going to do the hard work. Maybe. On the bright side, everyone else should be quite tanky, so... I mean, who are we looking at? Loreka, Creedon, Padraig. It's just the ally attack, I guess. Genzen, I think it is. And I can't pronounce her name. Incensia, maybe. Alright. We definitely have an issue here. Alright, we've got block debuffs on. Just need to survive now. Holding in there. Ah, there we go. There's the heal. We've got all those continuous heals on him. Alright, we should be a lot better. Just want him to do one big hit. That should be fine. Take her out. And then stop the freeze. Won't stop the freeze yet. Alright, Padraig not going to do much damage against us. We can A1, get our abilities back on cooldown. And then back into it. It's like the promo code team. Hakitun, Tagore, Taragi. Block damage and reflect. That's a pain. That's our score doing the block damage. Androck wanting to go out on damage. Alright. I'll buy. Nope. Kind of want Androck to go back to his first form. Actually, you know what? Maybe it's a good showcase for his second form. It's not something that really... He's got some unique debuffs on his second form, which makes him interesting. I wouldn't really say that he's particularly used at his second form. His first form is just so good for turn meter boost, continuous heals, all the buffs. But yeah, we're going through this easy. Teox, pull in his weight. I do need to optimize his gear a bit more. Like Crocat, he's a bit life impaired, not as bad. Yeah, pulling it out. Androck. Artak did a bit of damage there, I guess. Maybe we complain a bit too much about him. Alright, we're in the red over here. What else we got? Let's go back here. Probably need to clear out some of these bosses. So we need Raka, Gizmak, Androck. Take Empress and... Ooh, no, we can go these guys. Alright. Wait, Kaja already? No, sorry, she was the other boss. Never mind. Indecisive about who I was choosing. Kind of just want the A1s so we can... There's the dog. Finish him off. Yeah. Make sure I've got everything ready for the final wave. There's Kaja, Timid. Great pairing. Not really meta, but I still find them really fun. We need Shayak with his taunt. I think that might come up next. Never mind. Well, I get a chicken at least. What do we got? We got 2 left. Surely I've got a couple of bosses I can just finish off with. Oh, got a chest here we didn't open. All right, we'll take that one. And let's go for Nekmo. All right. I mean, we've got Elvar. Yeah, we can make this work. I think Leo can survive enough and do the damage, so I think that's good. Just worry about Elva being enough healing for the team. Yeah, actually, let's just go in. They're gone. Tashira with no issues there. All right. Not much to say about that. Extend that. Oops. There's message in this spot. Who moved that? I'm just going to do this because I definitely want his A2 for the next wave. Will I regret it? All right. Next threat maybe. They're not going to trick me into it. I'm saving it. Oh, Elvis. All right. All right. We're okay. Goodbye. All right. Yes, we will take the healing. This could be a bad way to end this video. All right. A1s. All right. I've got the Pythian. All right, let's get some healing going. And we are going to swap forms. Let's go in on the damage. Ooh. Combined. There we go. That Pythian is tanky. All right. You can go that form. Weak hits. Don't want you involved. Sleep. All right. Where's my counter attack gone? Let's keep taking you out. Get the healing going. Big nuke. Ah, you're dead at least. Pythian's the one that I really need though. As long as Pythian's up. Got some issues. Bye. No, still stands. Ooh, buddy. What are you doing to me? Go. I think Pythian is really the boss here. Once he's gone, we're in easy mode. All right, we can probably just auto this. Shiro changing, mate. I wish you would never change form, ever. I don't mind it like running Minotaur with him. It's fun watching him go between the two forms, but just don't want him in his form too. All right. That was the last bit of energy. Do we get a level? Oh, final level. Back to the uncommons though. We have speed over here. I know this one's rare, but although it's got the resistance in it, a bit more attack isn't a bad thing either. Resistance. It's only 2 speed over there. Hard one. We'll go with the rare. Stick with it. That takes us up to 120 extra resistance. We'll have to find out what this guy, what's his name? Does it tell me? Draugnell. We'll have to find out what his speed and resistance required is. Because it was very disappointing that we, outsped, couldn't resist on anyone, and then just instant dead. So my understanding is, let's have a read of it. Places a freeze and then steals the turn meter. Decreases their speed once they're under it. Maybe that was part of my problem. So you really need stone skin otherwise. If I'm struggling that much, I can put Raka in stone skin instead of protection and get the block debuffs up. Reflects 50% of the damage. If he's under the HP burn, debuff does not do it. So that's why Gizmak is quite important. He has it straight away as well. So it means that from the start of the fight, we've always got that. But yeah, it's the freeze that really got me. We'll see. We can also purchase one of these upgrades. So each time we buy one, you upgrade the level. So I don't have these two or that one, but I can upgrade that. Not useful. Don't think that would be useful either. Honestly, I don't think any of them are going to be particularly useful, and I would prefer to spend it on these chests, but it is what it is. I think we'll just come back when we're stronger for it. I don't think it'll be that big a deal. We've still got plenty of areas. This is all red down here. Got a feeling... Heard someone talk about bosses somewhere. Oh, maybe like over here or something. I don't know how big. Oh, we've got a chest over here that we haven't. Oh, that's because we just did Nekmo. I don't know. It's been good. We're making the progress. So that's definitely happening. I don't think that was a bad run at all. I'd be interested to see, again, the difference people are having between normal and hard. And if you're also finding that there's just a boss like that that just, absolutely nukes you into oblivion. And we do have the fusion coming up as well. So I'm going to start saving some energy, getting ready for that. But I hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.